So about 1 o'clock this morning, there's a knock on the door, and I went down, and it was this drunk bastard standing there. I said, "Can I help you, mate?" And he goes, "Yeah, can you come and give us a push?" And I said, "You know what fucking time it is, mate?" He said, yeah, can you give us a push? And I said, "Mate, just fuck off." I went back, got to bed, and Andrea said to me, "Who was that?" And I said, "Oh, it was some drunk fucking idiot out there wanted a push." And she said, "Oh, okay, well, what did you do?" And I said, "I told him to fuck off." She said, "Well, you've got a short memory." She said, "Don't you remember we were out in the bush and we ran out of petrol and you went and knocked on that farmer's door and he came out and towed the car up to the house and put fuel in it, made us a cup of tea?" I said, "Yeah, I remember that." She said, "Well, here was your chance to repay, and what did you do?" I said, so I got up, went back down, opened the front door and yelled out, "You there, mate?" And I heard this, "Yeah, I'm here." I said, "Do you still want to push?" And he went, "Yes, please." I said, "Well, where are you?" He said, "On the swing." Fuck off.
So I leave for my trip in the morning. I had a terrible night's sleep. I'm really anxious, but I'm heading to Geelong down the highway. First, I've got to do a few things. I'm going to try and get a Garmin Navman for the motorbike. I think that'd be good to have that fitted. So I've left it to the last minute. I'm going to see how I go. I'm also going to say a quick hello to Colin. I'm going to go and see my dad, who's in hospital, who broke both his legs and his ribs. He has vascular dementia, and he had a seizure, and yeah, anyway, he's not in a good way. And I'll go and see my mum, and then I'll come home, and then I'll start packing the bike up. I was just thinking the things that can go wrong on the trip, which are going to be bad, is forget about having an accident and all of that. That goes without saying. That's obviously going to be bad. But in regards to the bike, my biggest fears are the tyres. Is how long are those tyres going to last, and what's going to be the difference in the dirt between these enduro tyres and the stock tyres. So that's going to be really interesting to see how it goes. The truth of the matter is, I was looking at the map of Victoria and through the Alpine region, through Mount Buller. I don't know where the hell I'm going. There's just tracks veering off everywhere, so I should have supplies for 3 or 4 days if I do get lost in the wilderness. Cold is going to be an issue, but I feel that, you know, I've got a couple of sets of thermals and I can make a fire, and I'm going there well equipped. I'm also going to be carrying a lot of stuff that I don't normally take. I've bought a gas cooker even. You know, I've got a lot of stuff on the bike, a lot of weight that I'm not normally used to. I think if I do any hill climbing or rock climbing, I've got to be incredibly careful. I'm excited to see how the tyres go trying to get up a hill, but you know, I might just have to take all the gear off and do it that way. Anyway, heading to Geelong. I just want to apologise in advance. I get people send me a lot of messages through Facebook and through Instagram. I generally don't reply to them because there's just so many, and when I'm on the road, you know, some people, and it's really nice, but they want to meet up with me, and I'd love to meet up with everybody, but I've done it before where I say I'll be somewhere at 5 o'clock and I'm running 2 days late. So, you know, I just don't do meetups. The only thing I'll do is I'll put on Instagram or I'll put on Facebook, I'll say I'm going to be at McDonald's in, in Wollongong at 1 o'clock and try and give people notice. That's probably the best thing I can do, but it's just very hard. So please don't take offense if I don't respond to your messages. I do get a lot of messages. And, so yeah, I mean, it's a good thing. I mean, I'm grateful for that, but I just can't respond, so I'm sorry. I'm just going to tell you something that just happened, which is pretty random. And I don't want my channel to be a channel where you whinge. You know, some people use it as a forum to whinge, but I'm pretty shitty today. I had a shit night's sleep, but I've been running around trying to find a navigation system to clip onto the bike, like a motorbike one. I thought it'd be safer than, you know, using my phone. So the only place that had one was Peter Stevens. So I've walked in there, I've rang them up, they said they had one. So I spoke to the guy, there was no one in the store. I was polite, and I said to the salesman, he got it out the shelf, and I said, mate, I just want to see how it clips onto the bike because I've got 2-inch burley bars. And he said, well, we don't have one that's open to show you. I said, that's fine, can I just have a look at the back of the box? It'll probably show you. And I leant in to grab the thing off him, and he put his hand up and he said 1.5 meters. He sort of said it like he was a cop, like a policeman, like 1.5. And I said, mate, are you right? And he said, mate, social distancing. And I just stared at him. I just had a moment where I stared at him, and I didn't know whether to headbutt him or to stick my fist through his face. And it just went all quiet, and he was all weird. And I thought, what is wrong with you people? Because he was standing next to another salesperson. They were nearly touching yet. So anyway, I didn't buy it, I walked out. I'm a consumer. Me and my business partner, I'm not picking on Peter Stevens, but I'll tell you what, if I was in charge of that brand, that they need some work on their customer service. Just saying. I just want to say this for the camera, I'll never go to a Peter Stevens store again. Me and my business partner have spent well over $100,000 each at Peter Stevens. Jet skis, motorbikes, quad bikes, you name it, we've bought it. I'm done with Peter Stevens. I'm now going to go to the Geelong hospital to see my dad, to say goodbye to him, who's dying of vascular dementia, who recently had a seizure, broke both his legs and 4 ribs. So but before I go to the hospital, I'm going to go and see the guys at Geelong Harley. So a tough time for my mum, obviously a tough time for my dad, and you know, they're still grieving my brother's death from 2.5 years ago. So when I go to a shop to buy some shit, I don't really want to cop any shit from a salesperson, you know? It could snap at any moment. I could go off. I'm a loose cannon. It's a fact. Geelong Harley Davidson, where dreams are made. How are you? I'm just being a dickhead.
No,
Gunner's just going to give me a tip on riding Rogue.
In the Outback.
In the Outback. What's your tip and short version of the tip? Go.
Carry enough equipment for if you break down.
Yeah.
You're not going to camp out there.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, but in general you don't, because of the wildlife. Don't let you camp out there.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, you got to find a spot where you can go.
I'm just going to drive into the bush and camp.
Usually up in a tree, so that the alligators and that don't get you. Or crocodiles, sorry, we're in Australia. Alligator,
Where
crocodiles.
Where are the fucking alligators in Victoria?
No, crocodiles. We don't have.
But we don't have any crocodiles in Victoria.
Not in Victoria, but in Queensland. Once you're up there.
Yeah, but I'm not going to Queensland.
Yeah, you go up to Cameron's Corner.
That's not Queensland.
Yeah.
That's New South Wales.
Cameron's
on the
Corner
border.
is
on the border.
Cameron's Corner is Queensland, New South Wales, and Northern Territory.
Yeah, yeah.
That's 3 states in one.
But what's your advice?
Carry enough water.
Yeah.
And equipment for if you break down.
I've also got a lighter.
Cigarette lighter?
To light fire.
Yeah, you need to light fires while you're out there.
Yeah, I'm going to set a few off.
Yeah, because that way you give the fire brigade a job. They can put the fire out once you burn the bush down, yeah. No, you won't be doing that.
Colin, you know I'm heading off on the trip tomorrow morning, so I just thought I'd say goodbye.
Yep.
I just want to say thanks for all the work you did on my bike by fitting that windscreen, which according to Gunner was a 3-hour job, which you did in 30 seconds. But anyway.
I've done it properly now. Another reason why I didn't want to leave it bolted on rigid, if you do hit something, it'll cut your head off as you went forward the screens.
Awesome.
The screen needs to go away with you.
Another way to die on a motorbike. You cut your head off, you get your legs ripped off, you get your arms ripped off.
Yeah, there's plenty of ways to die.
Yeah.
Plenty of ways to die coming here and annoying me too.
Yeah. Before I go, one question.
Say goodbye to Bear.
How come mine doesn't sound like that? sounds awesome. Mine sounds shit compared to
Because
that.
that's got my exhaust system on it.
Is it really?
Full system. And it's got big cams, same as yours, same cams.
All right.
But you took my mufflers off and put that fucking shitty aftermarket made in Chinese bloody
All right,
thing on.
Cole, I want to talk about one debatable issue at the moment. Now, I came here today to say goodbye because I'm going off on a trip and I don't know how long I'm gone for.
Yeah, you did get my hopes up, but anyway, carry on.
Pretty dangerous one, but
Why is it dangerous?
because I don't know where I'm going.
That's not dangerous, that's fantastic.
Well, that's fun, I reckon. Don't you reckon?
Absolutely, absolutely, that's the best.
I'm going to go to Bulla, I think.
Yeah, is there snow up there?
Yeah,
You'll be right.
I'm going to ride through the snow.
Well, you might want to check. If it's thick enough, you won't be allowed to. The roads will be shut.
They'll have to stop me. Okay, question. Let's talk about a controversial topic. Bells on bike. You know that the bell that you put on that's supposed to wish good luck?
No, I don't know anything about it.
I've noticed that mine's gone.
Must have fallen off.
You cut it off.
I did.
No, why? Be honest. This is a straight. Listen, this is a no bullshit channel. The thing I love about Cole is he doesn't promote anything. He doesn't have an agenda. He's just telling you how it is. But give me your version of the bell, because Colin cut my bell off. You don't believe in it, do you? A lot of people do, don't they?
Yeah, but I can't upset my customers. So my opinions are my own. If the customers want to have a guardian...
Dude, this is an opinion where we can share our opinion on a channel.
But I've learned I've got to be politically correct now.
Oh, it's okay for you to talk about homosexuals and yeah, anyway.
Lesbians. I like talking about lesbians.
Can you turn it? I need you in the light. Yeah, sorry.
So it's called a guardian bell.
A guardian bell, yeah?
And it's put on bikes to protect them. He's going to acoust you again. So it's a superstitious bloody load of nonsense in my opinion, but...
Okay, this is just your opinion, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So I don't know how much they are. I think we sell them.
Yeah, I bought them here.
Have you?
Yeah, and you cut it off.
Yeah, and threw it in the bin.
Yeah,
and the reason
do I
for
get
that,
a refund?
At one stage I had 14 motorcycle accident bikes sitting up in the rack waiting for the insurance assessor to look at them with bells. It was actually 14 bikes damaged in accidents. Some of them were serious, some not so serious. And of the 14, 12 of them had the bells hanging on them. So I would suggest people get their money back.
Yeah.
On those bells.
So because you just see a lot of bikes and you see a lot of crash bikes, it's like you just don't buy into that bullshit.
Oh, I try not to buy into any bullshit, but
yeah.
It is what it is. People want to put a little dingly bell on there and think it's going to protect them from bad riding. Go for it.
Maybe slow down instead of putting a bell on it. What do you
I don't
reckon?
know whether Mick Doohan and any of the GP riders have got them bells on. Have they?
Yeah.
Have they?
But do you agree with what I'm saying? Maybe slow down, ride within your capabilities.
Not necessarily slow down. It's just if you don't know how to ride, just go and do some defensive rider courses or do some training. Every single one of us, me included, all thinks we're the best riders that there ever was.
Till you
we're
come
not.
off.
We're not.
Till you come off.
Exactly that. One of the best riders I ever saw on a Harley was a guy called Robbie Herman. Robbie Herman was probably one of the most gifted motorcycle riders ever. And he got killed riding a trail bike with his son. And his front wheel had a rut he didn't see, and it shot him over the top and hit his head on a tree and broke his neck. Great friend and a sad loss. So if it can happen to Robbie, it can happen to anybody.
Can I ask you a personal question? You've ridden your whole life. Personal question: Do you accept that that if you lost your life on a motorbike, then you just accept that's the way it is?
Absolutely. Why do you think I still do it?
Yeah, and the joy of it is just out. The fun of it outstrips the risk. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I do too, Cole.
Within reason, you don't do like I do some pretty risky things, as you've already posted. But if I die on a motorcycle, then the people gathered at my wake can all know that I died doing what I loved. End of story.
Same here.
Simple as that.
Same, exactly the same here, Cole. Exactly the same. And you know, with that, doesn't it give you freedom?
Well, it depends. As long as you get killed, it'd be good. But there's not much freedom in being in traction for 2 years and having your legs cut off. So I guess that's the other side of it.
Yeah. Good. This happy vlog.
You go to the cop shop and you ask the copper. He's a really good guy there, right?
So hang on, say that again. So you're saying when I'm at Cameron's Corner, you're saying that I should...
Before you get to Cameron's Corner, stop at Birdsville, go to the police station and ask him, say, is the track open? Because you have to find out if the track's open. If it's not open, you won't get there.
But my question is, Don't I have to cross into Queensland to ask the cop or not?
Birdsville is in Queensland.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed in Queensland, Gunner.
Why?
Because the fucking borders are shut.
Oh, that stupid corona crap.
Yeah. Do you think I should just cross? Not tell anyone?
No one's even going to know you're in there. In the outback, they won't even know.
Do you think someone will dob me in on YouTube?
I know what to do.
What?
Take multiple number plates. So when you get up there, change the Victoria plate to Queensland, they won't even know.
Quick question.
Yeah.
If because I do a little bit of rock climbing on the Road King, if I rip the mufflers off because they're hanging low, can I just rip it off, like rip them off, and will the bike still work?
Yep. You won't be.
Will it be loud?
Yep. You won't be ripping anything off because it won't do that. You'll have to have a 9/16 spanner and a 1/2 inch spanner and take them off.
But what if it's just hanging off, just dragging along the ground?
Well, you still have to undo it. Whatever's hanging on they won't break completely
so
off.
I can't rip it off with my hands.
Well, you got a toolkit. Use your bloody toolkit.
I've got a Leatherman. No, it's got a saw. It's got a saw on it.
Oh, well, that'll make good vlog. You can sit there sawing it. It'll only take you 4 days.
Just heading to the Geelong Hospital again to see my dad. And I've been up here so many times, but this is what you do. I guess my parents looked after me when I was a kid, and I guess I've just got to do the right thing and be there for them as best I can. So I really don't like coming to hospitals, but anyway, because having dementia would be fun with broken legs and broken ribs. My dad is the biggest fan of $1 Million Bogans, so I'm going to put him on the vlog and he'll love it. That's if he ever sees it again. So.
Oh, you bloody bastard. Oh no, Christ's sake. That's me fucking hard, don't they?
Dad.
Oh, Christ. How you been there? Hey?
I'm going to put you on the next episode of $1 Million Bogan.
Not at the moment, eh?
What did you do to yourself? Quick version.
I broke both 2 bones in my bad leg.
Yeah.
Right. I broke, I think it's 2 or 3 ribs. Right.
But how did it happen?
I don't know, I can't remember.
You had a seizure.
I don't know, is it? Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just seized you then.
Yeah.
And it was very painful, I tell you. But I can't remember how. Just don't know. Must have fell over the settee or something. You know, I think I was kicking the dog but missed it. I'll tell you what I did. You know this, I can't believe it. See this thing here, it's got dogs on it. Right. And I was sat in bed the other night with that on my head, and I was looking at it, and it moved. It looked at me and it moved, this dog did. I thought, I'm sure that dog's alive. And I looked at it again, it moved again, and it was my bloody foot underneath one of the dogs. And it was looking at me, and every time I moved my foot, it'd shake its head at me. I thought, I must be losing it. And then I chucked that on the floor because I soft this. And then I'm sat there, I can't find my feet. I thought they chopped my feet. And then, it's terrible, I've been hallucinating. I've been seeing things. Even had George jump on the bed laying next to me. And I know George is not here.
Yeah. You'll be out soon. You'll be back home with Mum. Have you got an inspirational quote? Go.
What inspiration was you?
Have you got an inspirational quote for anyone?
Yeah.
What?
Don't fall over.
So that's everybody visited. I can go home now and start packing. You know, sometimes I just do not want to get older, you know, but anyway, it's part of life, I guess. You've got to seize the moment while you're fit and healthy and do as much as you can. That's what I reckon. Anyway, let's go home. Tell you what, it's been a long day. So the truth is, when I take off tomorrow morning, I actually don't know how long I'm gone for. This is an open-ended trip. Whether I'm gone for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 3 years, I just don't know how long I'm gone for. I've got $1,000 cash. I'm going to show you that in a minute. We'll show you that later. I'm going to see how far $1,000 gets me. Probably not that far. I don't pack until the last minute because I don't know what I've packed otherwise. I sense there's a lot of angry people at the moment in cars. I feel a bit shitty. I just want to get on the bike and get away from people, and everything seems so congested at the moment. I think because people aren't traveling or everyone's at home, you know. So I just want to ride and just keep going, you know. Just go somewhere, just be free. So I've just loaded the bike up with most of my gear. I haven't packed clothes or any of my electronics yet, but I'm just getting the feel of the bike. Again, it's not really tied down that great. I think it's okay, but some of this stuff needs to be tighter. I've never ever taken so much gear on a trip. That behind me is a camp cooker. So I'm deliberately hitting speed bumps pretty hard. Just trying to move the pack around a bit to see how it goes, you know. Speed hump. We have a problem. Maybe I just keep the oven like that. See how that goes. Because that's tight. Wow, waka, wow, waka. Hate taking a lot of shit, but because I'm going into the unknown, you know, you gotta be safe. I don't even know where I'm fucking headed.